Alrighty, now let's move on to the next concept. What I would like to do next is create the actual secret code, because we need to know what the secret code is so that we can tell the player how close they are. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create another button. I'm going to call this button cheat. Call it btn cheat. Okay. And what I want to do is every time we click on this button, the 4 buttons will actually switch to the secret code. So we can see, just as a debugging tool, so we can see exactly what the secret code is. Obviously there is no real benefit to doing this when the person is actually playing, when you have a person playing, but for us to debug the code, this will be a handy tool. So let's go back to our code, and I'm going to define 4 variables in our class. Again, this has to be outside of a function so that they'll be accessible from any function inside our class. And I am going to declare, say, private color secret1. And I can initialize it to any color I want. Well, not any color, it's got to be one of these 6 colors that we have here in our setColorIfs function. Either red, dark orange, yellow, lime, dodger blue, or purple. Okay, these are the 6 colors this particular student chose. So how about this? How about I choose the first one to be color.yellow. Oops. Okay. Semicolon. And I'm going to copy and paste the same line 3 more times. And each one of these variables is going to be, I'm going to change it to secret2, secret3, secret4. Okay. I'm going to make each of these guys be a little bit different. Like this one's going to be red, this one's going to be dodger blue. We'll make this one be purple. Okay? That is one of our colors, isn't it? Yes. So this will be our secret code. Yellow, red, dodger blue, purple. And in our cheat function, so I'm going to double click on cheat to create the click handler for it. I'm going to set the color of each button to each of the secret codes, each of the secret colors. So button 1 dot back color is equal to secret1. And I'm going to copy this line. Button 2's back color is going to be equal to secret2. Button 3's back color is going to be equal to secret3. And button 4 is going to be secret4. Okay. Now, why can we do this? Well, if you mouse over back color, the back color property, it is of type color. Okay. And I defined each of these secret variables also as type color. So I can always assign a value of type color to a variable that is of the same type. Okay? That's going to be important in a short while. Let's see if this program runs. Okay. So I can change the colors as we did before. And now, if I click on cheat, look at that. It changed the colors to the secret code. It should be yellow, red, blue, purple. Let's make sure that that's correct when I refine it. Yellow, red, blue, purple. All right. Well, that's all fine and dandy. However, we have a small problem. We would like the secret code to be just that, secret, and we'd like it to be randomly generated every time, because if we just have a list of known codes and we'll always have the same codes every time, the game is going to be awfully boring because the person playing it is going to have all the codes memorized. So we need to have a way to randomly create new codes. The way to do that is with a random object. And a random object is a lot like a die. You get a die and you roll it and you get a random number. So the way to do that, so just like in real life, before you can roll a die, you have to actually find or obtain a die. So I'm going to create another variable right here below where I define the 4 secret variables of, it'll be private, it'll be of type random. What's random? Let's mouse over random. It is a class, and which is an object that has attributes and behavior. And it represents a pseudo-random number generator, a device that produces a sequence of numbers that meets certain statistical requirements for randomness. Well, that's a mouthful. The short of it is that it's a mathematical formula that gets you a sequence of numbers that appear to be random. In computers, there isn't anything that is truly random. The computer has to actually uses a formula that takes the previous random number, which is called a seed in that formula, and creates a new number, generates a new number that appears to be completely unrelated to the seed, and it appears to be random. But it's called a pseudo-random. Pseudo means fake. It's not really a random number, because if you knew the formula, you would know exactly what the next number in the sequence would be if you knew the starting number. Anyway, I confused you, I think, more than anything else. But so we're going to create this object of type random. I'm going to call it rand. And the way you actually create it, you assign it the result of the new operator. And this will call the constructor for the random class. And notice that when I mouse over this particular function, the tooltip says 1 of 2. That means that there are 2 versions of this constructor, this function, and it's showing me version 1 of 2. If I click on this again, it's going to scroll through all of the versions. Now it's showing me version 2. Notice the first version does not take an argument. There's nothing between the parentheses. But the second version takes an integer that is a seed. Okay? And what's the seed? It says a seed is a number used to calculate a starting value for the pseudo number sequence. If a negative number is specified, the absolute value of the number is used. So we can actually specify a seed so that we would know what the random sequence is. It'll still be random, but every time you run the program, the sequence is going to repeat.